A few of us gathered in the bandstand for a small GA on Tuesday night. It didn't look like much, no proposals, just a discussion. The most exciting thing, of course, was our new Fulbright scholar, when, as we turned our eyes, our conquering heroes from Chicago returned.
What happened?
Hey, nothing. Look at Dave. Yeah.
No! No!
Look at him. Look at him. What happened?
And I don't have to tell any of you that when you read the news about what happened, utter fucking bullshit. Insane, like, lies about what the Black Bloc did, lies about how many numbers there were, lies about, like, just about every little thing that there was, and focuses on things that didn't happen. Like, there was just reports of, like, I mean, one thing that was most ridiculous is, like, on the Sunday march, I was live streaming the Black Bloc. I was following them around the entire time. And later on, the police said, oh, the Black Bloc did damage to the Old Navy. I was there with the fucking live stream while we passed Old Navy. Absolutely nothing. They was like, you know, just complete, utter lies and bullshit.
There was not one time I heard any sort of slander from the public against us. People would honk, people would clap, people would do peace signs. It was really good outpour of support from the public. But I don't know what it was from, but it was saying how the Chicago police were applauded on their non-violent.
They were given free tickets by the
They were
Chicago
given
White Sox.
they were given tickets
They were
to
a
the
model
White Sox
example of how to
game.
deal with protesters.
Yeah, that being said, that was being read to a bus with somebody from OB with, like, stitches in his head.
Yeah, 10
And I've got
stitches.
bruises on my arm and
one with like a fucked up like ankle and like.
Yeah.
Compared to 1968, they were fine.
Yeah.
Who from OB had?
Yeah. So on Sunday there was a big march. It ended at a rally, and that's when the veterans gave back their medals. And the amount of police, the pictures don't even explain it. It's ridiculous. When we were downtown, when we were downtown, there was riot cops on every single block, every single one, at least about
3
40
line
of them.
deep, yeah.
And I remember one of them, this woman cop, she got really excited and like she ran up to the cop in front of her because all the riot cops started to come in and they do look like turtles. Their padding looks like turtles. She's like, oh my god, the turtles are coming in. I was just like, even this cop is like, whoa, that's crazy.
Much like what happened on Saturday's march, people in the Black Bloc on Saturday's march were able to break through lines, like militantly, but I would say still non-violently. They would say, all right, everyone takes 3 steps forward.
They were assertive.
Exactly. They would take 3 steps forward through the line, and eventually the line would break, and that happened several times. Several times we were kettled, and you know, just being held there. Like, if we stay here any longer, it's very likely they're going to start bringing in buses and mass arrest everywhere. Yeah, and immediately the response from these like intense, huge riot cops with thick wooden batons was just to start beating the shit out of people, and it just essentially turned into chaos. At one point, I was at the front of the push. I had sort of like gotten stuck there somehow. I was trying to stay like 2 people behind and still hold the live stream camera above so I wouldn't get hit, but I got pushed to the front. And so since I was there, like, I looked down the line like this with the camera, you know, it was filming like people just getting beat, like on the ground, like stop, stop, and just people beating them, and cops beating them, and a cop in front of me like hits my hand and the camera down on the ground because he notices I'm filming this. So I pick it back up and I put it in his face and like, what's your badge number? Clearly wasn't, because none of them had their badge numbers on their, of course, right? What's your badge number? What's your badge number? And the video ends because he takes his baton and like hits me like several times, like right on the camera and on my arms and stuff. And then I puked later. Vermin, reassure us! Dwyer said, Vermin, reassure us, and without missing a beat, he was like, everything's fine, everything is okay, everything's normal.
Yeah.
John Boyd was like,
Yeah, no, but the whole time he was in the back of the crowd that was just surrounded by cops. He was being funny and lighthearted, but he was also telling people to watch out. They start pushing, and the crowd starts getting out of control to make sure no one gets trampled. And,
Vermin helped nerves a lot.
Yeah.
Just him.
Yeah. And there were cops everywhere. There had to be like, what, 5 cops to every person?
probably
Yeah, there was and then it started
thousands
to,
of us.
so we all started sitting down, and then it started to rain, and someone actually did a mic check to for everyone to sit down in the form of a peace sign, and we actually pulled that off.
The peace sign was like
With how
literally,
much
it was like the size of the surf.
Yeah, with how much it was
this
hard to
big.
coordinate people, that was easily
Right in front of
like,
the police line too.
yeah, and then it started to rain after that point. And then everyone, that was like the happiest moment of the whole weekend. Everyone just got up, just started dancing, chanting.
If someone like has no idea like why people are in the street and they just walk out and they see this crowd going by and they're chanting, "Shit's fucked up! Shit's fucked up and bullshit!"
Yeah.
Okay, that explains everything.
It was the easiest. Like there were times where I really was angry at the police, and then there were times that I looked at them and realized, well, I always knew they're human beings, but it's hard to look at someone as your equal when they are just standing there with a stick like this and they don't move their face, even when you're hitting in the face about things.
Taking care of each other.
Like we woke up like the next morning, my ears were still, I was still hearing the chants. Granted, it was a good chance, but like I imagine some people are probably hearing like crack with the wood. Like me and Dwyer are like in the second line, and we're witnessing just the whole front line just drop. And like Ricky got, yeah, like the whole line was just dropping. Like Ricky got hit in the head, he got 10 stitches. The dude Brandon, he got fucked up. Like I would imagine like some of them probably still hear like the wood cracking, or like the excessive police force in their eardrums.
Yeah.